Let's start off with specialised steel, aluminium and glazing solution stock Mazor, which reported a slump in earnings earlier this week, almost by half. They did, of course, warn investors that this was the case about 2 weeks or so ago, which saw this share price plunge about 23%. What did you think went wrong here?
I think I follow the company quite closely, and it's been a stock that I've been discussing on this program for a number of months. I think the key thing is that a very bad second half. The underlying industries they operate in fabrication, steel, aluminium, and in glazing, with the economy, with a lower demand for commercial buildings, etc., just saw a lower demand for their products. And as such, they had to cut costs. Revenue was lower, and there just wasn't the amount of work out there for them to actually capitalize for their underlying abilities. And as such, revenue and thus profits fell. However, that was made up by the fact they sit on a huge pile of cash, some 140 million rand, just over half their market cap. And that enables them to pay very large dividends. And the dividend in this case was raised year on year to pay 18.1 cents, which is a very good dividend yield at the current price of R2.20.
And the outlook for the company, CEO Ronnie Mazor said that he thinks that the cloud that is hanging over the construction sector is going to lift. So a cautiously optimistic outlook. Are you in that camp? Do you think things are going to pick up for the company and the sector?
I think in the general sector, yes. You have to be quite careful. The underlying materials and building products sectors remain under a cloud, and it'll probably take 12 to 18 months to recover in bricks, roof tiles, ready-mix cement. But in certain other areas like steel fabrication, in glazing, and in general civil engineering works, I think people think the market will collapse after World Cup, but isn't the case. Investment will continue. So I think Ronnie's point regarding cautious optimism going forward is a good one.
And at R2.20, do you think the share offers value? I
think at R2.20, it's a price that a global emerging market player bought a 10% stake in Mazor some 6 months ago. Given the current dividend yield of about 8%, the prospects going forward and for recovery, I'd say it's one that definitely is worth looking at. For widows and orphans, the yield is very attractive.
Moving on to road construction group Rawbex, they reported an increase of 11% in full-year headline earnings per share this week, and they noted that their expansion into Namibia, Zambia and Malawi were the reason that helped them achieve this result. What did you make of those results?
I think the results were fairly credible in today's market. I think we all know that the road building in this country is moving on a pace, with Sandrail spending a great deal of money. However, with more competition in that sector, a sector that Rawbex many years ago had virtually to itself, people are looking to move into road building, and as such, margins are being squeezed. So the only way that Rawbex can maintain its volume and momentum going forward is to move into neighbouring territories, and that's exactly what it's done. It's an extremely well-run company with a great track record of building roads and a great understanding what government needs. But competition is tight, and I think going forward we might see margins come off a little bit further, and in our research we rate the stock only as a hold currently.
And the order book fell almost 10% to 4.7 billion rand. So obviously, looking forward, they are going to come under some pressure, as you mentioned, because of that competition in that environment. Are you convinced by the investment case of the stock?
I think it's to be in a narrow investment case of just being in roads. A few years ago, when building materials, everyone in building materials was pumping and they were listing, and you all made good money. But that bubble popped. The road building should go on for of years and in neighbouring territories. But as I mentioned, competition will be tighter, and I think the day that Rawbex had very high, juicy, high teens margins are over, and I think possibly a slightly lower margin scenario going forward is the case for Rawbex, and as I said, we still think the stock is good, but
all right, and now a specialist supplier of generators and woodworking equipment company Austro also reported a halving of their earnings for the year. Is it fair to say that company's results were hit by the prevailing economic conditions for their products?
Yes, 2.5 years ago, Austro was the absolute guiding light in this marketplace. The share price rocketed. As Eskom's power cuts hit, particularly Gauteng, people were going out buying generators for their homes and their businesses. And they have a business supplying large generators, which is about half of their revenue. With Eskom now sort of holding its own and lower economic activity leading to lower electricity demand, people don't need generators because there is power out there for the time being. And as such, that side of their business was hit. In woodworking side, they make machinery that makes furniture, doors, windows, etc. That side of the economy is also slowed, and as such, people are buying less equipment. So a double whammy to Austro, and it might take a bit of time to recover.